Alright guys, today I just wanted to show you how to buy stuff for cheap in this game. Now, as far as crafting goes, I think you can craft like insane hammers this patch. So you might be able to craft like an absolutely nutty hammer that's way, way better than mine. But this one is honestly fine. I've been like one-shotting every boss in the game with it. So even if you find one like this, it's probably okay. You just go to trade market. So you'll go, two-handed mace. We want two-handed maces, and let's just say we want 700 DPS. I like to use this DPS. There may be a better way to do it, and I like to check how fast my mace is going to be. I go in and I'm just like, how many attacks per second do I want my mace to be? This one's a 1.35. 1.35 feels pretty good, so maybe I'll go 1.30. And then I'll go in and go, what stats do I want? I want level to all melee skills, and maybe I want 3, and we'll just see what's out there for that. So that's it. That's the only trade filters I'm going to put in, and then we can kind of see what's available out there. This one's got 24 to all melee skills, 20% increased attack speed, 1.44 per second. That's really good. 164% increased physical damage. That's pretty strong. Adds 59 to 87 fire damage, 2 to 261 lightning damage. Like, nothing wrong with this mace. Maybe I want some crit on my mace. If I'm running crit, I'll go in and I'll look for the crit chance, and maybe I want 3% crit. So once I've narrowed it down, and as you can see, these hammers are starting to get expensive. This is probably my fault, by the way. I'm sorry, you guys. Since I posted these videos, all of the prices of this stuff has like skyrocketed. Like, you can't even buy a hammer like this anymore. And this is like this hammer. Oh my god, dude! If I had this hammer, 7 to all melee skills, dude, I'd like one shot at max tier Zhest with this hammer if I had this on my character. This is insane. Like, this would be a crazy hammer for me. Um, but then I just go in here and I'm like, well, these are too expensive. So now I'll just go in here and start backing stuff off. I'll be like, well, maybe I lower the crit chance. Maybe I lower the level of all melee skills. Oh, okay, now we're down to 20 divines. It's like, okay, well, now I'll go up here and I'll lower the DPS. And I'll start dropping it down. And you could drop down a lot. Maybe you go down to 500. And now you just slowly walk your way up. So, like, even at 500, this is a solid hammer. Like, look at this thing. 25 exalted orbs, good damage, lots of crit, high attacks per second, 6 to all melee skills. This hammer probably does as much damage as my hammer does right now. I should just buy this. This is probably more damage than I'm doing with my hammer because this has 6 to all melee skills. That's crazy. Like, look at this, 25 exalted orbs right now. You can just buy this. Causes enemies to explode on critical kill for 10% of the. Like, this is such a good hammer for clearing maps. And it has lightning damage for shock. Like, man, what? That's crazy. This is such a good hammer for cheap. It's literally 25 exalted orbs. That's so cheap. And like 6 to all melee skills, that's crazy. Again, 1 divine. Look at this. Solid hammer. Lots of crit. I mean, if you're not running crit, just drop the crit out. Just pull the crit out of there. And go boom. Slap that in there. And now once you got here, it's like I'm at 1 exalted orbs. All right, well, let's up the DPS. So I want maybe a 600 DPS hammer. I can kind of refine my search down from there. And maybe I want the ones with the most melee skills possible. So I'll click on the all melee skills and then I'll start searching down through the ones that have the highest melee skills and see, is there any cheap ones? Oh, they're all looking pretty expensive. Oh, wait, this one's not too bad. 6 to all melee skills, 2 to all melee, 6 to all melee skills, not bad. So, I mean, there's plenty of good options if you just want to search through. And again, like, if you don't want to, you can go in and kind of click on every one of these. Like, maybe you want the highest amount of attacks per second. I like to attack fast. So like this is a solid mace. 1.50, you attack so fast with this mace. That's crazy. 3 divines for this one. That's not bad. I mean, you can craft really good hammers now really easy. And I think someone posted a crafting video, so I'll try and find it. Someone linked it to me, but I just haven't had a chance to watch it. This is just an example of how you can search for things. Crafting might not be easy in the next league, but it's pretty easy in this one. So if you could still use this in next league, this is really useful information. So just go use this in next league. But that's what I would do, is I just go in and I'll just kind of tinker with these numbers until I can find the sweet spot for whatever my price range is that I'm happy with. And I'm sorry that the price of hammers has probably gone up, especially hammers that look like my hammer. Since I posted all my videos, I probably inflated the price on you guys. So I'm really sorry about that. Like, when I bought my hammer, there was like 50 on the market for like 2 divines, and now they're all like freaking 10 and 15 divines each. So my bad. I guess I shouldn't make videos, but I'll show you how to do some other pieces of equipment as well. All right, so let's talk about armor and helmets and boots and belts because pretty much the process is like all the same on searching all of these. Um, and these are really, really similar. So you just kind of go into trade. So, enter into your trade and maybe you're looking for, let's say, armor, but I mean, the process is going to be pretty similar between all of them. So you're looking for body armor and you want one that has, let's say 1500 armor. So you just look up 1500 armor and it'll see, it tells you the total armor when like upgraded. So it's better to look at this number down here. So, and as you can see, like these are obviously cheap, but we haven't added any other stats yet. So now we want strength and we want life. Now, I like to do weighted sum on stuff because then you can get a better split when you're searching for stuff. Now, weighted sum, in my opinion, is the best way to do this because then it'll split these two numbers. So if an item has 100 life and 30 strength, it'll show you that number. If it has 110 and 20 strength, it'll show you that. So see how this is 116? So it'll give you the weighted sum of these two numbers, but it has to minimal hit 130. It has to be like the bare minimum. It has to hit 130. So all of these armors are going to be that. Now we obviously want to add some other stat filters. So we want to add a second stat group for weighted sum as well. So in this case, I want cold resists, lightning resist, fire resists, and of course I want chaos resistance. So now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to weighted sum. I want 60. And what this is going to do is it's going to split all of these up by 60. So every piece of armor here is going to have at least 60. So, and as you can see, this is a solid one. This isn't upgraded. Look at this, 1500 armor, 146 to maximum life. Not bad. Maybe we can crank this up a little more. Maybe we can go up to 150 because we really want to get more life. Maybe we want to go up to 160. And it'll just split up. I find this is the easiest way to do it because then you can always buy the cheapest stuff, whatever the cheapest stuff is on the market. And as you can see, like there's some pretty decent armors here for cheap. Like this is like 5 exalted orbs, 8 exalted orbs, 10 exalted orbs, and like 1500 armor is not bad, and you go in here and you can just tweak the numbers a little bit and see, how much what it is and just dial it into your price range. Maybe your price range is 1600, right? And even at 1600 there's plenty of options. So, not bad at all. Try 1700 and you're still seeing, oh wow, there's still 10 exalted orbs, so like it's not too bad. And maybe you want to get max resists on your armor, just go in there and drop it. Look at this. So 80% weighted sum, 188 life, 40 fire, 40 lightning. This one has the armor as elemental damage, which is a nice implicit roll. So this is really nice. There's nothing wrong with that. And, still 1700 armor, so super respectable. Again, same thing here, 1900. And if you're looking for a specific item, you can always add in the implicit rolls as well. So, let's see, where is it? The regeneration. There it is right there. So now it's going to show us all the armors that have the ornate plate base, because the ornate plate base gives you regenerate life. And this is a really nice feature if you're struggling with life regen, because this one just comes with life regen. And as you can see, these are starting to get pretty expensive because people really like that base. Also, probably because I'm using it in my videos, so whoopsie daisy, sorry guys. But if you back off the numbers, you're eventually going to get to a number that works for you. So I like to just weighted sum these. You could also strength these if you need strength. Just pull it out of the weighted sum. I just weighted sum the strength usually because then I can get a better picture of what's going on in the market. But like this is a pretty solid armor. It doesn't have strength on it, so if you're running Giant's Blood, you might want to get one with strength. But nothing wrong with any of these. So that's how you can split out certain item types, is you just add in whatever this little implicit roll is right here for the item type. And you can back that off. But even then, even without that item type, you have so many options for cheap. There's so many good armors out there, like really high armor values. 1700 armor, and 50 exalteds, 55. Yeah, and like I said, just back it off until whatever the price range is that works for you, whatever you have for price. Like look at this one. This is solid. 192, 40 light, 37 cold, regenerates life, 1624. This is like not much worse than what I'm using right now. 10 exalted orbs. Look at mine. This one's pretty much better than mine. Like this is just showing you like how cheap my stuff is. Like my stuff is not expensive at all. This is like pretty much better than mine. So you could easily buy this. That's just one good example. Like 25, this one has the armored elemental. Nothing wrong with that either. Like there's so many good options out there. So, that's just another way that you can buy. And if this also applies to obviously how you would use it for your gloves and your helmet is like the same process. You just do the same thing with your gloves and helmet. And that's how I buy all this stuff. I go in and I just weighted sum everything because that's how you get the most value. And there might be a better way to do this. So if someone else has a better strat to do this, like I just figured this out on my own. I've never like watched a video or learned how to do it from anyone else. There might be like a better way to do this. I'm just showing you the way that I've done it and it's always worked for me. So this way works totally fine. You can totally use this. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And you can go in and you can tweak ruin sockets, you can tweak block, you can tweak evasion, like all of these things are in here. So you can use all these, and that's usually what I use when I'm filtering stuff out. And then I just go in, I usually weighted sum everything because it makes my life easier. And I go in and add implicit rolls if I want implicit rolls. But that's pretty much it. I mean, and for boots, obviously, I add movement speed in because I want to know how much movement speed I'm going to have. So I'll add in a movement speed roll just to check. And for gloves, I'll add in my flat damage. So for gloves and rings, I'll show you the process as well because it's a little bit different gloves, rings, amulets. But yeah, that's usually what I do, and it works totally fine. And I'll just kind of back off the filters as I go until I'm kind of happy with what I'm seeing, and then that's what I'll buy. All right, and lastly, I will talk about rings and gloves. So how I find rings and gloves. Now, my rings and gloves like aren't really anything special. Like this ring's not too bad because it's got some chaos res on it, but like these aren't crazy. And again, you might be able to craft some awesome stuff this patch because they made crafting like nutty. But that might change in future patches. So this is probably good to know. And again, I'm just gonna go in here. I'm gonna do the weighted sum thing. I want to check to see what I need. What do I want? I want maximum life and I want strength. If you are running Giant's Blood and you need to max your strength, just pull this out of your weighted sum. But I like to use weighted sum on both of these because I'm not really maxing strength. And it's going to pull up whatever rings. So let's say you want a ring with like some crazy high life and strength combo rolls. And it's like, okay, now we got that. Now we want a weighted sum in some damage. So we want big boy damage. So we're going in, we're going to get some physical damage, some cold damage, some lightning damage, some fire damage. And maybe if you're running Avatar Fire, you want like fire percentage, maybe perhaps. So percentage fire. I'm not running Avatar Fire this patch, but I've run it a lot in the previous patches. Say I want like 70. I want all these numbers to equal 70. So it's going to go in here and again, it's going to spit out flat. And as you can see, big flat rings with like big stats like this is like a GG ring right here. Look at this thing. 40 fire, 42% fire. If you were playing Avatar Fire build, this would be cracked. But now, again, we're looking at really expensive rings. So let's just go in here and tune this down to 110. Now we're down into 2 divines. Look at that. Tune this down to 60. Now, another trick you can do with these is you can go 107, right? And you can go 58. Now, the reason it's good to use odd numbers is because when you use odd numbers like this, a lot of people go into these trade filters, and I'm guilty of doing it too, because human beings love symmetry. If you've ever read any books on psychology, they love these nice symmetrical flat numbers that are really satisfying. So if you go in here and put something stupid like 58 or 57 or like 106 or 109 or something like that, these numbers that are just slightly odd, you might end up landing in places like this. Like, look at this is a great ring, a great starter ring. If you just got to endgame, 13 life per enemy killed. Life, fire damage, cold damage, fire damage. Now, if you want to pull up the fire damage and just get straight flat, because straight flat is technically better if you're not running an Avatar Fire build. All right, so now you're into more accurate amount. And when I was buying my rings, they were a lot cheaper, so I might have inflated the price of these rings too. So sorry about that. I don't know. It's possible that I'm to blame. But then just go in here and tweak these down. So drop this down to 49. Boom, look at this. This is a breach ring. Look at this breach ring. This is a beautiful breach ring if you're playing warrior. 15 exalted orbs. Double flat damage rolls. maximum life, leech, physical life. This is so good. 43 life per enemy killed, 15 exalted orbs. Look at this. Double life. Gain 43 life per enemy killed. That's huge. Leech's life. That's huge. 117 maximum life. 118 to 28 and 22 to 33 fire and cold. So big flat. It's not qualityed and it's a breach ring. So you can quality this up to 40. So you could quality this up with like maximum life and get these life numbers even higher. Maybe I should just buy this to show you. Let's just go buy this. Let's just go buy this so I can show you what I mean. So then you'll understand it. I'm probably not going to use this ring, so I'm probably just going to end up selling it for exactly what I paid for it. But I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. So we'll pick that up. Wow, this guy's got a fancy hideout. Baller. Look at this place. I'm jealous. Man, what a hideout, bro. Nice work. Nice work on this place. Oh, the waypoint's up here. He's got his waypoint fancy AF. All right, so we'll go back and we'll have a look and see. I might have life fire modifiers. Where are my life modifiers? Life modifiers. Okay, so we'll go in here, start hitting. Now you see these? See this going up? Leech and maximum life. It's at 2%. Look at this. Watch what's going to happen by the time I'm done. Look at that. Look at how much maximum life this ring is going to give me. Like, this is, like, I should be using it on this ring even that I have. My ring's not even quality. Look at this. It's at 4%. Crazy. Um, let's just spend a bunch on this ring. All right, that's all the life ones I had. So now it's at 28. Look at this. It's 150 maximum life. Almost 8% leech, and it's not even maximum quality. 55 life per kill, and it's not even maximum quality. So, like, what? Bro, that's crazy. And I bought this for 15 exalted orbs. Like, what? So, life modifiers. Let's just go in and we'll just buy some of these. Let's just buy, I don't know. Whatever. We'll just buy a bunch. Who cares?
As soon as I can.
All right, so we'll buy some more and we'll quality this thing up even more. Boom. 40%. 163 maximum life. Leeches 8.52% life. 60 life per enemy killed. What? Dude, this is a crazy ring if you're playing warrior. I just bought this for 16 exalted orbs. If you don't need strength, you're not running giant's blood. This is crazy. This is so strong. So like that's just one example. And like you just watched me do that. And that's like a good ring. So that was how you need, like, if you wanted to do rings. Also with rings, you can do something else interesting. So, you know, we go back in here to rings. We do ring and we do life and we do strength again. And that's why I like to do the strength and life split. If you're not running giant's blood, you can get a lot of value out of it. So again, weighted sum, 120, search, and then we'll go in and we'll add weighted sum. We'll maybe do some flat. Oh, fire damage, 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 damage. We want, let's just say 40 because that makes it easy. And like this, 5 exalted orbs. What's wrong with this? There's nothing wrong with this ring. Double flat, accuracy roll, useful. 5 good stats, 5 exalted orbs. Again, look at this. This one doesn't even have, look, 5 exalted orbs listed 2 days ago. Double flat, life, strength, breach ring, no quality, and it's missing its last mod. You can still slap another mod on this. Like, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Like this, if this gets a good mod when you upgrade it and when you slam it and it gets a good mod, this could be an insane ring. This could be like an absolutely crazy ring. And it's a breach ring. It's 5 exalted orbs. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't tell me this stuff is expensive. If you've been watching my videos being like, I can't afford stuff, you're lying. You're just lying. You can afford this. Anyone can afford this. I finished the campaign with like 25 exalted orbs. And now there's something else you can do too. Like you can go in and type like breach ring. Maybe you just want a breach ring. You just want to search breach rings only because you want to quality them up. So search breach rings. And now you're just looking at breach rings. Okay. And again, look at this crazy, crazy ring. 5 mods, strength, double flat, life regen. all useful stats. 15 Exalted Orbs, no quality on it. What's wrong with this? Nothing. Nothing at all. You could buy this ring. This is a great ring. This is probably better than what I'm using. Let's just compare for comparison's sake. Like, look at my rings. This ring's pretty decent because it's got like lots of LE on it, and the resistance is nice. But like, look at this ring. This ring is nothing expensive. This is nothing crazy. That ring we were just looking at is better than mine. It has way more flat than mine. It has more everything than mine. Mine just has a little bit of chaos res on it. So, I mean, that's just one example. Like, this is just one a perfect example. So, like, look at more flat than mine. Like, I haven't upgraded my stuff. Again, look at this great ring right here. 22, some flat, life, strength, dexterity, leech life. There isn't a dead stat on this ring. This ring doesn't have a single dead stat. This is all good stats, no quality on it. You could add quality to increase the flat. You could add quality to increase the attributes. Nothing wrong with any of this. All right, so now you bought your ring that got you your flat. Now maybe you want to buy a second ring with some flat, but you just want to buy a ring that has, I don't know, some resists on it. So now instead of getting flat, maybe you're just getting resists. So you can just stack all the resistance. Maybe you're really lacking resistance on your character and you just want to make sure you get some resistance. So let's just do all resistance. Just chaos. Now, there's something else important you have to understand too. There's also the implicit rolls. So don't forget these when you do this. All elemental resistance. Oh, I spelled all wrong. Don't be dumb like me, stay in school, kids. I probably just mistyped it, my bad. All elemental resistance. Cold resistance. Again, scroll down. Get the implicit. Fire resistance. Again, scroll down. Get the implicit. Lightning resistance. Again, scroll down. Get the implicit. This is important. We'll come back to this later. All elemental resistances. Okay, now we know what we're looking for. You need a big ring to fill in the gaps in your resistances. So I typed in 60. Now we're starting to get big resist rings coming through. And this is just breach rings. So let's pull the breach ring out. We'll see what these look like. So you just got to endgame and you need resists. Let's just crank this up to like an absurd number. Let's go 100. See if anything comes up. Look, this is like crazy resist ring for like 50. Let's go 80. See what comes up. Oh, now we're down into 2 exalted orbs. All right, what can we find here? Lightning, flat, max life, strength, fire, cold res. Fire, flat, so double fire. You can quality the fire for bonus damage and you get the fire. Cold, lightning res. This is a tri-res ring. 29% fire, 40% cold, 22% lightning. 100 to maximum life, 19 to strength. You can quality this with fire. This will push this up to 40. This will take the damage up to 40 to probably 50. Like this, what is wrong with this? It's 10 exalts. You fill in basically all your resistant gaps for 10 exalted orbs. Like this, it's like you can, this stuff is cheap. And if you just want to make it cheaper, just keep backing the number down just a little bit. You know, once you take it down maybe 10 more points, again, you can always do my trick where you do the, 113 and 72, because people always use round numbers. So you might see some stuff that other people don't see. And now look at, just by dropping that down, now I'm into even cheaper rings. 1 exalted orb, flat, life, strength, fire res. Look at this ring. Plus 10 to strength on the corruption. Fire res, flat, life, all elemental resistances, fire resistance. So double fire, all LE, 10 strength, some flat, and some life. 2 exalted orbs. Like, if you just got to endgame and you say you can't afford stuff, here's the proof. Again, same thing, all these rings, honestly. All these rings. And if, like, again, if you're running Giant's Blood, go in here and tweak the strength. But here's another example of a great ring. It's got the implicit. So that's why you've got to get these implicits here if you're looking for resistances. And again, you can pull these out and split these off into another section if you need to. You say you just need chaos res, just pull it off and add it in to its own box, right? So it has to be in its own box, and then it'll register separate from all this other stuff. So you just have to go in and add another one. Like, you could do counts too. Like, maybe you want to get a count and it needs to have the chaos res. So it absolutely has to have your chaos res, and you want to make sure it has chaos res of some kind. Now you can just go in and type in both types of chaos resistance and say it needs to have at least one source of chaos res. Now look. Look at what you're looking at now. Fire, fire, life, chaos, res, life on kill, 10 exalted orbs. Life, chaos, cold, fire, cold, 20. So like if you need chaos, you could just pull it out and do that. You just split that out into whatever one you need the most of, and then it'll still calculate that. And then you can just back this number off to make it even easier to achieve what you're trying to achieve. But you can easily achieve this. See, like this ring has no mods, and just tweak it until you're kind of happy. Let's do lucky number 69. Again, lucky number 60. So we're getting 69, at least 69 resist value out of every single ring we're seeing, and one exalt. Tweak it up to 74. Again, still one exalt, two exalts, five exalts, five exalts. So if you're trying to fill in resistance gaps, this is a really easy way to do it. All right, guys, so I put that ring that I bought and upgraded in this video in the sale tab. So anybody wants it, they can buy it. It's for sale for one exalted orb right now. So it's just there. So you guys can take advantage of that if you feel like you need that flat damage ring. But that's pretty much it. And if you guys are experts on this stuff and you have found any really cool tricks for people to use in this little trade function, make sure you put it in the comments section below. Like I always say, this channel is just I started this channel because I just wanted a place for like normal people to hang out and discuss ideas without like all that toxic behavior. So if you've seen any good crafting videos or you've seen any good, really good like trade tips, put them in the comments section below to help other people. And you know, if you've seen super good crafting videos and you're like, man, this guy's crafting video is amazing, put that in the comment section below too. You won't be able to post the link, but at least if you comment and tell me like, hey, this video is really amazing, maybe I'll be able to find that video and I'll be able to link it in the comment section below this video, and then people can find it that way. Crafting's really good this league. It might not be good forever, but it is really good this league. And I just wanted to make this video because everyone thinks that you can't play this game without RMT and that you need to like spend money or you need 500 divines to like make a build work. But in my opinion, if your build doesn't work for less than 10 divines, your build's probably shit. It's probably really bad. And your items are probably carrying the build, because if you put 500 divines worth of items on any build, it's going to seem amazing, but the items are totally carrying it. So of course, if you have any questions, just, you know, throw them down below. And if this helps you, you know, like the video, hit the subscribe button to boost it in the algorithm so other people can find it so it can help them too. Again, you know, only if it helped you. If it didn't and you think this video is terrible, you know, downvote it, never come back because I'm a terrible person. But, you know, if it did help you and you think this video is useful and you think it might help other people, then, you know, like it, help them too. That's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys on the next one.